Hey guys, I'm Clint Flair Woo, and welcome back to another Division 2 build video, and today's a special one. This is my pistol build for PVE. It's insane, it really is, and it is not the finished article. I need a few stars to align, a few talents rolling in my direction, and I'll be so happy. I would be a fat kid in a sweet shop. Don't get me wrong, this build can be insane. As it stands, it's awesome, but again, a bit of tweaking, it will be superb. So, first and foremost, if a certain content creator that you may or may not know wants to copy this build and put it in his YouTube channel, then please let me know. Please drop a link in my channel. Just give me a shout out. Nudge nudge, cough cough, Willis Gaming. And secondly, I would not use this in the raid. Why? Because a certain content creator called Like Butter may tell you off, may call you trash, and may not want to play games with you again. So just as a heads up, don't use this in the raid. It's not a raid build at all. This is a fun build for PvE. That's it. Okay, let's take a look at the build. Now, I'm rolling with the Survivalist Specialization to give me the protection from elites and the extra healing that you will get from that specialization. What could be a good option is rolling with the Sharpshooter due to the headshot damage that may help, obviously, in the accuracy as well. So that's something to bear in mind once if you want to set this build up or try and work around it. That could be a really good idea, is go for the Sharpshooter specialization. I've opted for the Survivalist. However, I will look at the Sharpshooter one in a later video. Now, in terms of stats, it's 5 offensive, 7 defensive, 6 utility. Before we go any further, you have to roll. This is not non-negotiable. You have to use 7 defensive stats, and we'll go through why very shortly, but it needs to be 7. Okay guys, so if you're going to build this build and get it as powerful as I've got it, make sure you have 7 defensive stats. Cool, let's do it. The mask is the Richter and Kaiser GmbH mask that gives you 10% hazard protection, 20% pistol damage. The attributes: damage to elites a huge chunk of 35%, and skill power 322, and the talent capacitive, that makes my shield and my secondary skill last that bit longer to deal more damage with the secondary skill, and the shield to last longer as well. So it's a good talent to have. You could have hard hitting. That would work very well against elite bar NPCs. However, I've gone for capacitive, so the shield lasted a little bit longer. The chest piece, it is an Alp Summit Armament chest piece with 10% cooldown reduction. 476 skill power, 45,682 health. That's a huge wedge. The talent hardened to give me 10% extra armor, and the mods, it is a utility mod, skill power, increased shock duration, increased kill XP. A defensive protocol mod with health, extra income and healing, and health regen. And the offensive mod is weapon damage, optimal range, and critical range. Now, what I would love, and I mean love on this build, is to have Unstoppable Force. That's the next portal call. Just to get the magic to align, that would be perfect. Is make sure you can get Unstoppable Force for the extra insane damage. Now, this is the creme de la creme. This makes the build happen. This makes me use this build is because of this. Okay, firstly, it's a Douglas and Hardin brand set that gives me 5% accuracy. Major attribute is skill power 658. Then is this bad boy. Now, this has never ever dropped for me, this talent. I have never seen this talent before up until a couple of days ago. My good mate Rich said to me, have I heard of the talent Blacksmith? I've heard of it, don't know what it does. And then, lo and behold, it drops for me. I say, shit, I need to do a pistol build. I just need to do it and share it with you guys. And this is the one. Blacksmith. Kill an enemy with your sidearm repairs 50% of your armor. Can occur once every 15 seconds. So the key with this is, firstly, you don't need a healing skill whatsoever. There is 0 point of a healing skill because this is insane. You've seen the footage. And secondly, it makes you want to put a pistol build out there. It wants to make you use your pistol in PvE. And I have ran challenging missions, strongholds with this, hard missions, and it works a treat. It really does. There's a couple of times where you might lose a little bit of your shield, but in all honesty, it's a very, very strong build to use, and it's fun. And this talent is OP with a pistol. I mean, you don't have to use it with A pistol build, you could just go for a standard build and have this talent on your build, and then you would switch to your pistol, take down an enemy, you'll get 50% of your armor back. Insane, guys, insane. So this is an OP talent. Make sure you have this on your build. Pistol build especially is your go-to talent. And the mod is skill power with increased confused duration. Onto the knee pads, it's a Gilligard knee pad with 5% total armor, then 8% total armor. Then the talent empowered for the extra skill power of 10%. The protocol mod is defensive with health, disorient resistance, blind death resistance. Then defensive system mod slot of armor, armor regen, and total armor of 3%. The gloves, it's the Murakami Industries gloves. That gives me 8% health. I'm going to get 5,333 health on the attribute and 9% pistol damage. That's nice. That's 29% in total. And then you got Obliterate, which is depleting an enemy's armor, grants plus 25% critical damage for 5 seconds. Very good talent to use. Awesome talent. Again, I've not got much crit hit chance on the build. I have on the Liberty. However, I need to put some more crit hit chance on this build to make this talent much more appreciative. And finally, the backpack is the second piece of Richter and Kaiser that gives me 4% weapon damage, 7% cooldown reduction, 15,600 armor. The talents skilled. Skill kills have a 25% chance to reset skill cooldowns. This is a very good for a Seeker Mine build. However, I'm using this with this in case I do lose my shield, which will have a huge cooldown of about 140, 150 seconds. With that, with my secondary offensive skill, fingers crossed, I can take down a couple of enemies to get a 25% chance of getting my shield back instantly. So this is a good talent to have. And again, capacitive, make sure the duration is 20% better. Defensive mod slot is weapon damage, more pistol damage, and LMG damage to boot. Now we'll go through the weapons. We'll start with the primary weapon, which is the tactical M249 Para. I do not use this weapon. I do not use it whatsoever. You can see ranges on there, so it's not active. So why am I using it? Because of this. Overlap. While holstered, your equipped weapon gains a handling bonus based on this weapon's type. So I've checked this. It's 5% weapon handling, which is nice. It's an extra 5% boost to make sure you can, again, a bit of stability, a bit of more accuracy on your Liberty pistol. So it's a good talent to have. Go for the mods as well, again, but I don't use them, so you can see them anyway. Accuracy, reload speed again, damage to elites. The military G36, as I said before in many videos, this is my skill power assault rifle with perpetuation, Allegro, and rooted. While equipped and in cover, all skill damage and healing is increased by 25% for 10 seconds. Buff is lost when exiting cover, and again, I use this is when if I do lose my shield, I'm going to have a second skill, which is an offensive skill. I will get in cover and it'll give me 25% extra damage, which is a nice talent to have. I mean, you could use this one. Let me find it. Recharged. While equipped, skills deployed at full armor of 25% duration. I already have 40% duration from two sets of capacitive, so I don't feel I really need that in all honesty. But that is an option if you wish. But I've gone for rooted just to make sure there's a bit of extra skill damage on my offensive skill. And the mods: accuracy, rounds, critic chance, and damage to elites. And the creme de la creme, this weapon, the Liberty Exotic Pistol, 87.5k base damage, which is nice. And if you just look at these talents, how they synergize perfectly well for this build. The talent Liberty gained plus 100% damage to hostile electronics. While aiming, enemy weak points and hostile electronics are highlighted. This is really good because you can see where you need to shoot. This makes it easier in PVE to take down rushers or anyone very quickly, because they will charge at you, and you see the weak points, shoot them quickly, and have a superb explosion, which is ace. Blind Justice: after destroying an enemy's weak point or hostile electronics, your next bullet deals plus 500% weapon damage. If that shot kills an enemy, your magazine is refilled and grants plus 100% weapon damage for the entire magazine. Why wouldn't you use this, the Liberty pistol? You know, this is a superb talent to have, really is. And while holster, destroying weak points refills 20% of your current weapon's magazine. Now the mods: critic chance, damage to elites, rate of fire, and stability. Okay, that's my limited, that's how it rolls. Let's take a look at the stats, and then we'll go through the skill shortly. They're the gear and weapon talents. As I said, Ranger, it is what it is, ignore it. And we'll just switch to sidearm. So the damage is 87,533. Critic chance is 10%, critic damage 25%, headshot damage 100%, a range of about 16 meters, reload of just 2 seconds, bit of accuracy and stability, weapon handling 5%, and that's from the overlap talent. All weapons damage bonus 15%, assault rifle, yeah, it is what it is. Pistol damage 42%, 42%, which is insane. And that's from the 20% of the Richter and Kaiser, 9% on the gloves, and there's 3%, I believe, on one of the mods I have, and 10% from the survivalist specialization. So 42% pistol damage, wow. It hits like a truck, definitely worth trying. 50% damage to elites, I'd like to get that a little bit higher as well. My armor is 246,468, my armor regen, my max health, 10% hazard protection, and skill power just there you go. Shield skill power 2782. Again, we'll go through why now. Let's go through the skills. So we'll start with the drone first. I'm using a striker drone, and the reason I'm using this is because, again, skilled on my backpack. If I take an enemy down, there's a 1 in 4 chance of getting my shield back. As I said, because it's got a stupid cooldown. I'm not gone for cooldown reduction on this build at all. I've gone for damage. That's it. So cooldown reduction on the drone, damage, and duration as well. Keep it up as long as possible. So it deals a damage of 2,048, duration of 202 seconds, cooldown 116 seconds. You know, I know, we pop it, I get about a minute back, which is about 60 seconds. Now the shield, I've opted for the deflector shield. Now there's a bulwark shield, which is good, and you got the middle shield, the Crusader one, I believe, which is you can use with an assault rifle or an SMG. I've opted for this one. People say it's shit, so I wanted to show you that it's actually not too bad. It's the deflector ballistic shield. It causes incoming bullets to ricochet to a nearby highlighted target with a clear line of sight to the agent. Though not a full body shield, the lack of bracing means that only a sidearm may be used for the shield, which is cool. I've had the liberty, and that rocks. Okay, so cooldown 199 seconds, and we know if I pop it before, I'm going to get about 100 seconds, which is not great. It's health for 379,000 HP. I can, if I switch my mods around, get that to 570, which is awesome amount of health. But I've opted for these. Let's go through. Firstly, I've got an auxiliary battery that improves my skill power by 861. And I've got these two mods. Hard coating slot, which is 49.7% holstered regeneration. And on the gyro slot is 16.2% holstered regeneration. What does that mean? That basically means that if I'm rolling with a shield, then my regen will act at a rate of, let's have a look, 5,685 HP per second. However, if I take away the shield, and I'm not rolling the shield at all, if I just using the pistol, I have a holster regeneration of 9,438, which is nearly double. So it won't take long for that shield to regenerate and be back where it needs to be. And again, when I'm running low, I'll just put the shield away, and then I will wait 10, 15, 20 seconds maximum, and that shield will be in a great place to use again. That's it. You can have health, by all means, which is a good option. You get that about 570, I believe. However, I've opted for holstered regeneration to keep the shield active more often. That is the build. Guys, hope you've enjoyed it. It's something completely left field and outside the box. I'm still tweaking, I'm still working, but as it stands, it is amazing. And guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Again, don't use it in the raid. Don't use it in heroic missions. Just don't. Use it for fun.
you want to do hard missions, bounties, challenging, it's more of a solo build than anything else, in all honesty. And it's just a different little bit of diversity added to the game that, bringing the shield back and showing you that any build is possible, and every build has a purpose. And this shield build with the Liberty deals insane damage. It's superb fun, And I'm not the best player in the world. I know that some of you guys are far better and greater than I am. You guys give it a whirl. Come back to me. Let me know how you've got on. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like. You want to see more Division content, smash the subscribe button. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.